Hey, it's going to be a personal opening and personal honesty about someone who refuses to contact with me. So I'm deciding if he refuses to contact with me, then uh, I am going to open myself like this. And mm, I'm speaking in English because lately I am in alignment with people of English speakers. Um, of those kind of people who I have found being honest. So I am opening myself also in this language. And there is this one particular man, exactly this one, about whom I suffer. And the rest is fine. The rest is fine. The rest of people, beautiful people, very helping people, they are never, they are not, they are very patient with me. They are not telling me that uh, they don't say that I am toxic or there is something wrong with my emotions, what I feel. And this particular man, I am uh, I am fixated upon is a cause of my guilt and also of my hopes and of my suffering and pain. And it's not, I'm not saying this to blame, where in fact he told me I am being toxic. And my interpretation of this was like I'm not available, what is not true. And from my perspective, he refused to contact me. It wasn't my fault because I was willing. And from my perspective and my point of view, I have been rejected and refused, where I've been said that I am being toxic. And anyway, I am aware that I am toxic, and every one of us is toxic when um, spent too much time with or uh, or for different when we are too attached to our conceptual knowing, and we disagree and something can trigger us, we tend to blame. Or but in this case I noticed that the pain, the cause of the pain is of my wanting him and my expectations and my desire. And something changed, something shift. And I'm not telling about his name because I don't want good friends came and helped me by calling him such and such, or by humiliating him, or by protecting me by making him harm. It's not going to help. And besides, I really really like him, and mm, I really wish him happy, although some sort of happiness I don't want to see if he's going to be happy. um, mm, the sort of happiness I wish for myself. uh, um, mm, and I myself went for no contact, and because I was too much in pain in this, and this was rejection was too painful, and no contact was too painful, so I went no contact. And I noticed, well, I am healing. I went through very huge trauma, and I managed to stay alone, although many good souls were supporting me. And life show a great generosity. I have received lots of help and lots of good souls, and I really appreciate them. Maybe this is the true kind of love. Because but with those good souls, I don't expect anything. I don't want anything from them. It's just it's being given. It's just being given. I don't have any expectations. I don't suffer with them because I feel like I feel like if they wanna share with me, then fine. If they don't wanna share with me, then fine too. And this particular one, this man is very hard for me. This is very hard for me when he's mm, like he's refusing to contact with me directly. Like he doesn't want me in real life. And I refused myself to go to therapy with him because I had this worry that if I would open for him and on the therapy, if I would open myself toward him and I saw of this his goodness, and at the same time I feel a strong attraction for him, I would just throw myself at him, and then there would be um, this perhaps there would be this judgment that I seduced him and I am the narc or something, and I was trying to seduce him. Like I went to this therapy and I had this worry within me that maybe I am using this seduction to get something, and then he would blame me that I seduced him, and he was hopeless with me, and I used my sexuality to this is also another reason why, even though I was fascinated with psychology, I didn't become psychologist. because when I have found in knowledge this thing about the sexuality, I wasn't sure. What if the client would come to me and he was really, really like gorgeous, and he would really, really open to me, and something would click. Like I might behave not professional, okay? And this is good. I didn't become any psychologist because I might have end in prison, or I might have lose or there is a possibility there could be a conflict or something. I don't know. I wasn't sure of myself. I wasn't this confident. That's why I was doing other jobs, although I really wasn't patient with many people in my private life, so I don't think I would succeed in an office. I don't think so. Anyway, about this man whose name I'm not going to say, to protect him. mm, I really like him, and for all this month, when I refused to see him, and I missed him dearly. Mm, and the mind was like, um, why timeline is not showing him to me? Why we have lost each other in timeline? Why are we not on the same page? Where is he? Where is he? Why is life not showing him? And maybe there was this behind this hope that maybe he will sort sort his thinking about me. And I was thinking that maybe he will sort his values, that maybe he will find out that sometimes with not with not necessarily with a girl with whom he would feel attraction, strong attraction. Maybe he would have interesting, good life or fun with a girl who is not necessarily very attractive, or who can't give a promise of um, as much attractions as he had in previous relationships, but maybe he would be more content in a relationship with a girl who is not necessarily as attractive as his ex-girlfriend, or as achieved as his ex-girlfriend were. And maybe he could lower his superficial expectations and has changed and found values somewhere else. I was hoping. And again I lost, because this other woman, this coach, was perhaps right, that people who has feelings are losers. Maybe she was right. throughout all of this month, I forgot all of those triggers, all of those stupid stuff that happened, all of those stupid things he said. I just forgot. It can't reach me. It can't trigger me anymore. It's like it's not important. Anyway, I saw he knew. I saw that I saw in him that he knew when he did say something uh, unkind or wrong, and I saw. And anyway, I saw also that I caused hurt, and that was horrible. And I was self-centered on my pain at that time, and I couldn't see, and I couldn't see he suffered too. And I find out later, too late, that he suffered too. And I was so much in foggy mind and so much in my own self-centered pain that I couldn't see that he suffered. And that was also the cause why I mm, walk away. Mm. Now I'm thinking that I accumulated this kind of love for him, perhaps because I am coming from the environment where I have been rejected. Although already I can see it's not total truth, because my mother also was validating me at the same time, like she was. I don't know. They were trying to kill me, I guess. I don't know. They hated me, and they were also, because she was furiously protecting me from people who were trying to destroy me from the outside of our home environment. And she was protecting me like crazy, but her screaming was really not helping. And she couldn't see that she was protecting me from people from who were actually treating me quite the same like they were. So, and of course they were not all bad for me. For example, my mother used to say, for example, my mother used to say, you are not going to work for someone like this. We have money for food yet, and you are not going to work for someone like this. When I honestly said what had happened at work, she used to say something like this. Or she used to say, uh, mm, she was furiously protecting me from this guru. Mm, where I was totally dependent on him, but I knew he would let me to die on the street from hunger. I know he would. And he would continue to enjoy his living with his sangha. I know he would let me to die from a hunger on the street. I know he would. No, because he had superpowers. He would send me birds who would forcefully feed me. I mean, like literally, birds from heaven. There are really like magical things happening. Really, they there are. I didn't ask for them, but there are some weird magical things happening. And even though my family and my parents had their shadows, they demons, I believed at the time they were anyway somehow better for me than what I was meeting in the world. In the world, you know how people are. They were expecting me to work like almost all day long, and if I would work a night, they didn't care at all. And my mother at least was like, she was screaming and something like this, but after I finished my work, if I went to the work, I had all evening for myself, for my stuff. Then I had expectation to clean all of the home, for example, in Saturday, and the rest of the week was I could rest. That was for me, so I could achieve some sort of bodily balance. Although she was constantly, not constantly, she was very often screaming at home, and there was constantly this vibration of screaming at home. And everyone was or in pain or irritated or trying to save her, and that was the problem. But anyway, bosses also were screaming, and not only they were psychologically destroying us, but they would also squeeze all of our life from our bodies. So I considered my home environment better than the environment I have found in the world. Because the world would finish me psychologically, mentally, emotionally, and also bodily, okay? And at my family home, at least there was any sanity I knew. And I knew how to operate there. I knew how to get my rest. I knew how to get, I could sneak out from home and go to the forest. I could operate, I could get my rest. I could heal myself from this guru and admit to my mother she was right. He was about to finish me off, and he was about to destroy me. And he was playing with my feelings, with my stupidity, with my naivety, and he was having fun. And I was a weak idiot. And he misled me, he fooled me, he lied to me, and he gaslighted me, and he was, and all when I was suffering and I was miserable, he was having fun with the better people who were more about God than me. In his perception. Anyway, why I was for this 10 years without any relationship, why I didn't went for a close relationship. Not only because I was afraid of suffering, or I was afraid of rejection, and because I was too strongly bonding through sexual intercourse, not only because of this. It's true, I'm super miserable after breakups and after they reject me, and that's true. But also, okay, honesty, the guys I've been meeting, they were so incredibly stupid, although they perhaps considered me to be so. They were so incredibly stupid. First of all, second of all, they everything else was more important than me, and they thought they can contact me once a week or once a month, and they have a deal with me. No, they don't have a deal with me. That's why I didn't went into any relationship. And it's true, I did when I decided for a relationship, it's true I had problems with, I was asserting boundaries, but not I haven't been a consequent, because I was thinking I'm not dealing with a child, I'm dealing with a grown man. I don't have to play mommy for him. He must know what he's doing, and if he's grown up, I will treat him like a grown up. Okay, he's not a child, he's not a little child, he's not my child. Okay. And if I asserted boundaries once and he's not respecting them, he was showing me who he is, for who he is. And it's true, I haven't been consequent about my asserting boundaries. And it's true, this relationship shouldn't happen, because if from the beginning he's showing me he's not respecting my boundaries, he's not going to respect my boundaries. And because I haven't been experienced in close relationships. I haven't been as experienced with close relationships with a man, with guys. Um, I was naively hoping, like, mm, it's anyway. It's true. I should at the beginning walk away. I should have. And out of curiosity, later on, I was dating few other guys because I was curious. I was just curious. I didn't wanted to go to into relationship. I was just curious. I wanted to talk with them to see what they have in their minds, to just check out if I could choose better, if I could choose different. And every other day, I went perhaps for. I was choosing different guys that I went out because my girlfriend said I choose bad boy. But in relating with him at the beginning, he was very caring, very vulnerable, very knowing, like don't do for others what you don't like to be given, something like this. So I thought he's not going to cross my boundaries like this. And on those dates, I went. Well, those guys again, they appear like they were talking like nice guys, but the things they said later, mm, one of them was a nice guy, good guy, but I have felt a sense like again he would be my burden. I saw that too many. He was no, he was like he would be like too much burden for me. Very nice guy. The other one, also there was a risk for mm, no, the other one was not possible because his expectations were not possible to be fulfilled. Mm, although he would, I was testing him about protecting me from bad guys, and he got point for, about this. But the interview went further. I never contacted him again because the price I would have to pay for his protectiveness was not possible. for me to fulfill. Uh, and I at the time I believed the law of attraction, and I was thinking, because Tolle used to say that we attract people on our level of consciousness, and I was thinking, damn it, am I really this stupid? Am I really this selfish? Am I really this unsafe? Am I if those guys were my mirror, I'm thinking like, am I this much like power is mine and you have to surrender to me and you have to do as I said, and if not, then you are out of my life and I don't care about you. Next one. There is plenty of flowers on this earth. Like, I don't care. Really? Am I like this? Although, to be honest, when I look back on all of those spiritual teachers who were um, with whom I was ruminating in all of those awful times, awful long 10 years when I was stuck with my parents, with my bosses, with false friendships. And they said, oh, be grateful for those friendships. Yes, were we having fun, but I saw through the falseness of my best friend. I know what friendship is, and I saw through falseness. I was tolerating them, and I was appreciating laughter and good time together, and they were making me laugh. But I know what friendship is, and I could see through falseness of this. I'm not this stupid. Oh, appreciate you have friendships. Really, really. um, but anyway, I confronted her, and she was avoiding me. She was avoiding me with. She suddenly disappeared. The best friend disappeared when I confronted her with my honesty. Suddenly, the true friendship was gone. Appreciate friendships. Mm-hmm. Uh, and to be honest, I'm I'm fine with never seeing them again. They were awakened, they were enlightened. They didn't care that I was in a relation. I was stuck in my sick home. I was stuck with my sick bosses. It's true, sometimes I haven't been asserting boundaries. If I would assert a kind, soft boundary, I knew I would I would go with rage. And all of those things I suppressed, I would throw at them. I would just throw at them. All of the things I thought of them, all of the things they falsely believe of themselves. They falsely believe of themselves they are so good. The way they believe I was accepting the way they were treating me because I was this stupid and I didn't knew they were abusing me. I knew they were abusing me, but I was afraid if I assert boundary and I would say kindly, I'm not allowing you to behave like this toward me or scream at me because I thought you are an adult and you are not a baby screaming for a baby food or something like this. I don't know. At this moment, I don't know, at that time I knew if I assert boundary with this or this person or with my parents, I would go mad and I would tell them all of the things I was hiding or I was suppressing through all of those years. And I would just go insane crazy and I will lose myself. I know what is going to happen. And if I go insane, if I would go angry, if I would go into rage mode with my asserting boundaries and I stop hiding, and I will lose control and I will lose myself, I will lose my heart, I would feel depressed, I will feel I will have I will feel drained, I will have suicidal thoughts, I will feel lonely, I will lose my essence and in this rage. And I don't know how those people can rage like so often all the time, how they can. Whenever I was losing in my rage, I felt for next few days, I felt like I was mentally ill. I felt deprived, like my heart was gone, my essence was gone after my rage, when I couldn't anymore, and I was losing myself in this rage and in this. But it was, in my sense of perception, it was like in self-defense. Like I lost myself because this guy was aggressively attacking me. Okay, I was also attacking him back, but I am aware how much I lost. I lost my essence, I lost my heart. For a few days, I went even to shop and I bought myself uh, mm, scissors, and I was thinking like to hurt myself and to finish with myself, because I had enough of this cycle, of losing myself for those idiots and for those in these idiot situations. And mm, I was thinking like, God doesn't love me, God doesn't care about me, God is putting me into those risky situations with those risky people, with those challenges. Mm, God is not allowing me to be a woman, to enjoy my womanhood. Like I have to be like some damn guy and behave like some guy. And for 3 days, I felt like literally mentally ill, or maybe longer. I couldn't sleep at night. I had suicidal thoughts. I bought scissors. I wanted to finish with myself. Mm, but whenever I was making this commitment, I was changing my mind. Commitment, changing mind. Commitment, and changing my mind. Commitment. I was just sure that God um, doesn't love me, doesn't care about me. I saw everyone else was having fun, having sincere, loving relationships. It was just painful. And I was distracting myself in society with people problems, with playing their psychologist. Okay, I was having a little bit relief with some people. I was having fun with some people. With some people I could have laughter. With some people I could make jokes. Some people were displaying with me this those intelligent interactions. I really enjoy it. So it's not like I didn't have enjoyable interactions with people. But I was missing this enjoyment of close relationship, someone whom I could call mine, and someone who would be committed to me, not like for some sort of time and treating me poorly because I am a woman and I don't know my place. I like alpha male who knows. I like men who knows what they are doing. I don't mind to listen if someone is wise. I don't mind to. I can commit to someone, or I can listen, or I can even submit. But I must know I am dealing with someone who knows what he's doing and someone wise. I don't mind. I would prefer in my life male alpha male, but not like stupid ones. I appreciate wise men who knows what they are doing. Okay? And anyway, the shift had happened. Imagine imagine the situation where a man is displaying a power in bed, in sex, and he is refusing, withdrawing, giving a pleasure, and is playing with my desire, and he wants to own my pain. And indeed, exactly the place where he is, where there is a promise to attain the best pleasure, exactly the same place is appearing a pain. Exactly the same place where there is a promise to receive the best pleasure. And someone might say, "Oh, he is so toxic. He is trying to. He's displaying power in." He's displaying power over me, and he's playing with my feelings, he's playing with my desire for him or with my love. And in this moment, the memory of the teaching of Gangaji kicked in, and she said this teaching that what about shifting my expectation and my desire? Okay, I know I never committed myself, I never promised any celibacy, although it was a case in my lifetime. It was a case. What if I will turn around and not like forever, but in this moment, as Gangaji was teaching me, and I couldn't get it. What if this, in this moment, okay, this man is this man rejected me anyway, and all I want is just this man, okay? No one, I don't know, no one else. There is so many beautiful beings, beautiful men, kind men, but it had to be this one, okay? And um, by the way, it's not any man of the past, okay? It's someone very new, very new. And mm, what if I will change my just for a little bit. And I had this dream in my mind where he refused to give me what I want, and then pain appear exactly in the place where should be received the promise of pleasure. And in this moment, although ego was protecting itself, no, this is what if I would never, my to the rest for the rest of my life, and I was just turning around the pattern. What if I agree? What if I agree to never, for the rest of my life, to get to be in a sexual relationship? Never again. Never again. For the rest of my life, never. There is no hope for it. What if I give up help in this moment and listen and accept emotional acceptance happened, and suffering has come to an end. The shift has the shift had happened, and there was a relief, immediate relief. And she was teaching me for all those years. This teaching was inside of me. Stop. Just stop yourself before you believe the next man, the next thing will bring you happiness. Just stop for a moment. Not cynically, not forever, not cynically, not forever, just for the moment. And in this moment of this imagination, of this moment where this man is holding power over me, of my desire, of my wanting, of my needs, and he's holding power, he's playing with me, and he's refusing me. And in this moment, I surrender, and fine, in this very moment, fine, I am willing to never have sex again in this lifetime. What is going to happen? An immediate emotional freeing. But anyway, after a month, I broke the promise, and I had to see him because I needed to know what is going on, if he's fine, if he's healthy, if he's all right. But I checked, and he seemed healthy, all right. So I was pleased. But again, I woke up, and again this thought, again, this expectation, this desire. Again, he is again, this expectation, and he's not interested. He's not interested. He's not contacting me. Again, this suffering in my heart. Again, and then I stopped. I gave up a hope. I gave up a hope. He's never going to contact me, and I am never going to be in such relationship as others were blessed with. And give up hope. Give up hope. How it feels like. I am never, for the rest of my life, going to be in such relationship as I was hoping to be in. Now it feels the same like when I listen to him. Feels the same. I always feel him he always feels differently than anyone other. He feels like very strongly inside my heart, and the others don't feel the same. Okay, no one wants my honesty. I am forcing forward the honesty.